Hello, future people. We're waiting for more people to join. So if you're watching this, you're watching it on YouTube in the future. Wow. Time travel. Um, Skip ahead to the time code in the description, which may be 3 seconds ahead. Hi, welcome to the time code in the description. We're waiting for viewers to come in still. You can skip ahead to whenever we're done waiting for viewers to come in. And then I'll explain what I'm doing. Alright, we'll just go ahead and start. Welcome to, I guess, the second installment of what's not a podcast, spelled left bracket, capital S right bracket. It's just a bunch of videos of me doing stuff. It's not a podcast. Today we're going to play Hiveswap because I felt like it, and because it's on sale on the Steam Summer Sale, 40% off. You should buy it if you haven't. Help support them so they can make more of these, because we have one, and they've planned 8. So there's fun fact number 1 of however many I spout off today, which is there are 8 games planned, and we have 1. We are worse off than the Half-Life fans, which I've also been streaming on this channel, so follow me if you want to watch me play a bunch of Half-Life. So let's get started here. So basically I'm going to play Hiveswap, and I'm going to rant about whatever comes up on screen. And that music's a lot louder than the other music in this game, so I'm going to turn that down a little bit. There we go. So here's the beautifully 2D animated opening cutscene, which looks a lot more professionally finished than the 3D one that was revealed a few years before the game came out. And it's the same cutscene, like they use the same storyboards, it looks like. Wow, that's loud. That is some good music, though. And here we are. Joey's room. Your name is... Sorry, you're going to need a minute. I'm not going to read all the text in the game, don't worry. But, I'm doing the stream assuming people have played Hiveswap, but if you haven't, you should go buy it and play it right now. So I won't be giving you 100% of the interactions and dialogue, because you should pay money and play it. Right now. While it's on sale still. Hurry. Hurry! Okay. So here we are. And I'm very used to speedrunning this game, so I want to go bam, 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 click this, click that, click that, click that, click that, click, 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 click. But we're gonna take it nice and slow, and I'm gonna point out some stuff that a lot of people don't know about, like the fact that you can turn the lights on. A lot of people don't know that. And it's not just like a filter being applied. They actually redid all of the textures, all the colors of the textures. And in the game's files, they're actually separate textures. And now the lights on, we can get a better look around here. Just gonna go around, point at some fun stuff. Joey's room has a few of the last remaining licensed items, which is the Clarissa poster here and the Snork. And there's a Bubsy on the TV in the next room. All the copyrighted stuff was removed. I don't think they got into any legal trouble. They said it wasn't a big deal. They just in the beta versions it was copyrighted stuff, and now it's not. And the copyrighted files are still in the game, so you can still view them. I'll be showing that after I finish playing. If I finish this in one stream, I may show the cutting room floor page. Which, if you haven't seen the cutting room floor wikis page for Hiveswap, it is amazing. There's so much stuff. Got a little. Here's a little wizard from Roxy. Incredible. This calendar here was a big part of like the advertising before the game came out. Like they used this image a lot, and the full res version like isn't present in the game anywhere. You just have to like find the artist who posted it on their Tumblr. It's very, very odd. Over here's the Manthro chap. We read Homestuck. The animals sure are some Manthro. Manthro chaps are to humanimals as squiddles are to horror terrors. We're going to look in the puppy surprise here, which is also a real toy. A real horrifying toy. And we're going to take the keys. No matter which key you take here, Joey will always take both. And I think the dialogue is a little different depending on which one you pick. Like, if I pick the cherub key... Never mind. She always grabs the diary first. Big selling point of this game is that you can use any item on anything. So the cherub key on the Snork plush. None of these are gifts from your mom. There's specific exact dialogue for every combination. It's incredible. Oh yeah. All that 90s nostalgia. So here's her poster. And I'm actually going to show the cutting room floor thing right here. Because this is the view. Is the close view in this? I don't think it is. No, it's not. So if you take a look at the cutting room floor here, which is behind the game, excuse me. There we go. So this right here is a dark version of the copyrighted view. And this here's a light version. See, it had Final Fantasy, Tetris, Mother, Super Metroid. A few things that they didn't get a new version, but if you look, most of it got a pretty one-to-one jokes. And this is the view when you zoom in on the picture at the diary. So, ooh. Sight can't be reached. Wow. Cutting room floor just died on me. Did 1,000 of you guys go? Just run there right away? No, because there's only 2 people in the chat right now, but, you know. So, good Bubsy. I love that the Joey, when her face does that, that's one of the few sprites that looks like directly out of Homestuck. Oh, hi Zen. Alright, so we're going to get the Simon Says here, and then this is some repeat. I'm going to give you some repeat factoids, which is that the 4 lights here are the 4 blood colors of the main trolls Joey meets. Being Damek, Zephyros, Triza, and Unknown. And the unknown one is the one that's broke. This whole thing is like, it's really cool how much they packed into the Simon Says. Which I think was also copyrighted in the original version. The pattern that you have to press is, I believe, orange, red, green, which is the order the trolls are shown: Domik, Zephyros, Unknown. And Trizza is the one not used because she's not one of Joey's friends. She's the villain. So hers isn't included in the pattern. And also, if the noises that the buttons make Trizza's theme. James Roach did that. That's really cool. And some of this, what I'm saying now, is a repeat of what they talked about at their Ludo Narrowcon panel. But as far as I can tell, that panel is not available online. And the blog Everything Hiveswap has an archive of it. They tried to post it online for people to watch, and they got copyright struck by What Pumpkin. So I don't really know what the deal with that is. Maybe they said some stuff they weren't supposed to. Maybe they broke some NDA on some of the hints. I don't know. But yeah, as far as I can tell, you can't watch that right now. We're going to use the batteries with the walkie-talkie. And skip through all this dialogue. Look at all that. Boop, 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 boop. This is the hardest part of the speedrun, was how fast you could click. Because for the, here's another weird thing. Oh, did that get patched out? Okay. In the original version, you could use any key to advanced item descriptions, but only the mouse to advanced text. But it looks like it's all mouse only now, unless it's just gotten changed up a little. So here's the diary. We gotta use key. Use key, please. Oh, that drawing of Roxy there is one of the best things in this entire game. This Joey down here is really good too. And the Joey here that's crying because of her gone missing mom, and Jake English running off away from his family as usual over here. But that Roxy, that's an important Roxy. Oh, I don't think I've noticed that. This dog here, was that not Joey's original icon? I am Googling furiously right now. Oh, Hiveswap 3D opening. Wow, I can't find it. It exists, I know that. Because she already has her green star by the teaser trailer for the 3D version they released. But I know there were some early versions of the 3D game where this dog here was her shirt logo. But she doesn't have a logo in the early Kickstarter reveal where she was just Flashlight Girl, and she already has the green sun by the beta opening. So there's a middle one I'm missing. Might be the Hiveswap asset reel, which I think was taken down. I don't know if there's an archive of it. I will try to see if I can find such a thing. Reminds me of Mabel's Meow Wow. So this is the first place in the game that a lot of new players have trouble, which is that these shoes here, which are drawn as part of the background, are actually an extremely important key item. And it's the only key item in Joey's room that you can leave Joey's room without getting. Everything else it yells at you about that you're forgetting it. So, but if you forget the shoes, then you're not going to have them, and you're going to assume what you need to continue is out in the hallway somewhere. I love the little sufferer here. He was also My Pet Monster in the original. So here's Domik and Zephyros as little horn monsters. Very nice little touch. This is a beautiful horse painting that you can zoom in on. This is a screen not a lot of people see, but it's absolutely beautiful. I think there was a big thing about trying to open the jewelry box. Yeah, there we go. You can open the jewelry box using Mom's key. Even though the key doesn't open it, it just prompts Joey to open it. Which is, it's a little weird. Another thing that a lot of people didn't know is that you can close this. And you can see the full background. There's like a little stain of where something was taken down there. Also, I didn't show in the bedroom. You can look at the door. That's what even I forgot about. Those little paper crafts are very nice. So, you can't click up here unless you close out the inventory, and then you can click up here, and you get special text. Your mom painted this mural, blah blah blah. These glow-in-the-dark pastels are a not convincing illusion of space. Oh, they're not accurate. It's not accurate to be a big green sun in the sky. And if you turn it off, they glow. And there's even different text up here. Really great. Then what you're supposed to do to continue on is activate this cutscene up here. This little dude, I love him. You can befriend him. And then skip a bunch of text. Speedrun strats are, after that cutscene, I think you can start walking down while he's still talking. They really changed how the dialogue worked since release. Originally, there was a lot more space to get a movement in before Jude calls you, and then Joey will walk while talking, but they patched that out. Because there's no walk while talking sprite, she just sort of starts glitching around and sliding. Here's Jude's room, which we won't get to see until Game 5, so that'll be fun. This was Poinko's icon for like a year. That was great. These little guys here are all the Lucis. It's the Green Blood's Lucis. And then Zephyros and Dominic there. This is the tube for Jude's snake. Gotta whisper that. That might be why the reason we're not supposed to talk about the stream. Jude has a pet python. It's a big old snake. It's a white one. It's like Lucis. The little Caliborn themed Castle Grayskull is nice. That's a real toy from the 80s from the He-Man line. During the opening cutscene animation, there's a little Lord English He-Man figure here, but it's not here when you explore the room as Joey right now. It's only in the cutscene. Here's the light bright, which I never knew what this said. Like DVD? I really didn't know. And then they finally said in the Ludonarracon panel, Jude tried to spell his name and ran out of space. So it's Judd. And then you can relight it as Joey, and she'll make all her little icons, but she'll never remake Jude's name. She just makes her own stuff. You have their dog, you have her son, there's their little family. We'll leave it at that. Oh, Street Shark, yeah. And a Monchichi. So, there's another little speedrun thing here. If you do this, and then the moment she starts dancing, you click away. It still follows, even though she didn't dance. And then this here, it's not coded for her to walk to it. So if you hit search, she just sort of plucks it out of midair. And that saves like a second in a speedrun. So this is one of the big wallpapers. It might be one of the Steam wallpapers. It's definitely one of the big promotional images they had when they were promoting the game. Is the pictures of all their family here. There's a little baby Joey, a little baby Jude, little Roxy down here. This image is also only available as part of promotional stuff they did. A Claire, which we do know her name. It was Oh, it's slipping my tongue. But during the Ludonaricon stream, uh, James made a big thing about how we don't know her first name, but we do. It was said in a few like press releases or something, or some line of text somewhere. I don't remember, but it said it's out there if you search for it. And then down here, there's another Lucis, like Denizen Lucis statue. But right here, if you click here, that's where the power will go out once you stand in that spot. And I tried like hours. I'd sit around trying to find a speedrun skip to get down these stairs without the power going out, because that would save like the whole game. And you can see if it changes to the hand, then the power's going to go out. But if it's the pointer, then she's going to walk without triggering it. But then down here, it turns into the footprint, and the footprint will also set it off after walking. So instead of up here, it sets it off down here. It's pretty weird. Ooh, there's another room where might want to close that because you can look up here and everything. A lot of good text in this room that goes unnoticed. People run through here. And then the batteries are here in the little Game Boy. Oh, no, sorry. It's in the Walkman. Oh, that's the dead batteries. Woo, it's been a while, folks. There we go. It's in the little TV remote. You click right there, and then you get these batteries. And those batteries are not used in this game. They're used for some special text, and they actually fit into Zephyros's microphone. If you were to click on these and then click on Zephyros's microphone while it's also in your inventory, then it would actually activate it. And we found that out because of a glitch that allowed you to store a selected item. If you select an item while a character transition is fading to black, you'll still have it selected when you're that character. So you can select Zephyros, click the batteries, and then click his flashlight once it comes into view. I believe that's patched out, but when it worked, it allowed us to... There was a special line of text they coded even that said, the batteries are a perfect fit. I don't know why human batteries fit in Zephyros's microphone, but they do. I very much look forward to Hiveswap 2, when you can transfer your save file and get Zephyros to have a working microphone, which will be the main thing that'll separate every playthrough in this game. Because there's features for copying save files over and trading saves between games, even to haunt switch once it comes out. But the only variable the game saves, the only difference you can make other than some minor dialogue, is either you get the batteries or you don't. And that's also shown in the achievements for the game. There's 2 achievements, one for finishing the game without the batteries, one for finishing with them. So these batteries may change like the entire ending of the game in four chapters down the road. Yeah, here's Joey. Joey's gay. Joey's really gay. Another thing a lot of people don't do is you can go into the trophy room before restoring the power, and you get this really cool looking room. You hear something breathing, and this is another room that has like weird monster noises and stuff. And I think if you speed it up like 100 times, oh, there you get a special dialogue for going in there. If you speed it up like 100 times, slowed down, whatever, you get special noises like a special James Roach track. And this was the hardest puzzle in the whole game for most people, is you have to click on this, and then only on this part. And that's where most people quit playing. Also, right there. Right there is a picture of Jude Snake. It's in the game. I don't know why they made a big deal out of how it's a big conspiracy. The moment the game launched, we knew what his pet was, because it's right there. Oh yeah, you gotta use D batteries on flashlight. Yeah, everyone's playing Hiveswap today. That's awesome. Boop, 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 boop. You can... All the Betty Crocker stuff's great. Oh wait, let me look at Typheus before we leave here. You close this. There's Typheus. He's got a narwhal, a hula dancer. Oh, and this little zoom in here that I forgot about. I'm sure I knew about it at some point. I heart mustaches. And here's a great little cutscene. Oh, you can leave here without doing the cutscene without turning it on. I don't know why you'd want to, but you flip it here. And here comes the snake fight. There he is. Also, what used to be a thing... Oh, is it still a thing? Oh yeah, there we go. If you click on the hula dancer, even though it's not picking up the ballet shoes out of the box, and she's just looking at it, it still has a walk to coded in. That's a walk to item. So she will walk to the hula dancer if you click on it and cause this to happen. Which, yeah, she's behind the snake. Her feet are behind the snake, but her head is above the snake. It doesn't make any sense at all. The perspective is just totally ruined. And definitely patched out. There used to be a walking spot right here that allowed you to get all the way behind the snake. You still couldn't leave the basement without fighting him, but you could just kind of hang out, chill out behind him. I think you can go down here still. Nah, I used to be able to do that too. This area down here. I don't know, because this is just a Typheus head, but in his manner, he has like a full-size one. But I think Hussey in the book commentary says it's not actually Typheus. There's like fake Typheus-looking monsters that are about that size. They're much smaller, that are like in the Typheus's temple. And here you gotta do a little dances here. Throw some pogs at him. Pogs are an incredible form of combat. Do a little shuffle and a scootin'. The room where it slappins. These puns are, I think, Cohen. I don't know for sure though. If the Hiveswap, the What Pumpkin team, they're not very open about talking a lot about who did what parts or even what art. Like, there's not an art gallery available that tells you who did which backgrounds and characters and additions. It just says additional art on the credits. But I guess that's pretty par for game development. You just contract artists to make these hundreds of assets and throw them all together, and no one even remembers who made what. I think this lion has different text before and after you have the lights on. It's one of the only items like that, if I remember correctly. Oh, we're also past where Ludonaricon went, so hopefully I'll have some new things to say. Here's where the music gets really loud and then really quiet. I don't know why. That's how it is. Oh, I used the wrong item. This is one of the hardest fights in the game. It requires you to use the yummy dog butt treats like 2 or 3 times in a row, and nothing else. That's it. Everything else is just fun flavor text. The only thing that will advance the fight is using the treats a few times in a row. The little icon, though, when it changes to munching, that's great. That was a weird noise. I don't remember him making that noise. Something might have been corrupted there. But the level up noise is great. This harkens back to original Homestuck. Although I wish this wasn't regular text. I wish they had made like an Ecolator type thing. Oh well. You can see this tapestry here. This surely is spoilers for the entire Hiveswap series. We just don't know what it means. There's like a Smuppet and a Scalemate and something, and the people are giving it a fish, and Dirk Strider's there, and llamas. I don't know what it means. It'll mean something, eventually. Surely. Well, animated texture's great here. That's an FMV being played behind with a little nice sprite. When the game first launched, the FMV backgrounds like that didn't work very well. They would often glitch out, and you'd either see it at the edges of the screen, or the sky would be pitch black or bright green or something like that. I like this little fella here. And then call Jude. I think there was a thing where if you called Jude and then walk out on the same frame, you just soft locked. I'm forgetting how to play as Jude. You're supposed to play as Jude here. What step am I forgetting? Oh, you pull this. Oh yeah, there we go. Now he sends the marbles over. Yeah, that's it. When he's done talking right there, you can see how I moved for a second. You can leave the room with that blackout. And I think it used a soft lock. And this is one of the best songs. Thanks, Shadok, for your animation for this. Here is the Branch of Destiny. Let me double check the name. Okay, this is the Branch Destroyer of Worlds. Because there was an update that ruined all of the character swapping glitches and inventory swapping glitches, and the only patch log was that this branch, that there were like visual changes, and the only thing different in the code was that this branch was different, and all our favorite glitches were patched out. So this branch like killed the speedrunning community. We have a little emote of this branch on the speedrunning server. This was also shown before release, mirrored, I think? I think this is mirrored from the first time we saw this room in the concept art. This is a really cool piece of art. This full breakdown of the machine here. I want a print of this. But this is all it appears. I don't think we've seen a full res of this ever, but look how much detail went into this. This, I don't even know who made it. And this stuff, too, down here, this, I'm sure this will all mean something in Hot Switch. Strange figures spotted. Let's go look at them. They're out the window here. Right here. There they are. Their names are Fashionista, Boss, King, something like that. I mean, I think, let me see if it's on the cutting room floor. Alright, I'll come up, but I always think this one here, this one's called Fashionista. They've got floppy ears, so that's Taco from TV. And this one, the little guy. I can't wait till we meet the little guy. I don't know if these are trolls hiding on Earth, or if this is going to be the human cult, the human gang that you team up with in Hot Switch, but we'll find out eventually. I hope. Please. Buy Hiveswap so that they can make 6-7 more games. This is really cool art. I think there's a non-pixelated version of this that was in pre-release. But this is, I really like how this is drawn with the graph paper. Jude's marked Area 51 there, and the Oregon black hole. These marbles, you can actually get the wrong colors or mix any ones that you want, and the game just yells at you. I like the cards here. I probably Poinko, but it looks like classic Hussy. Also, Jude chooses pencils. Write that down. It's a canon fact. Jude chooses pencils. Include that. Oh, Bill Cipher! Okay, Here we go. Here comes Langley. Oh wait, why didn't I get the thing? There we go. Wasn't there something down here? This open? Yeah, this is it. That gives you the flare gun bullets in this. Look how tiny this little texture is here. This is a fully detailed, like, movie poster. You really mashed the purse when you got the marbles into. Oh, I don't know if I knew that one. Like, if you put the red and green in and then grabbed it twice, you'd get 2 copies, so you have to keep running back and forth between the desk and the pros. 1945. Activity November 11th. Someone before the game came out. Look at look at that. Look at the little ocelot lucis there. That's great. Or the serpent or whatever it's supposed to be. Someone counted these before the game came out, back when the release date was January, and it comes out to like 119. So everyone thought it was January 19th. And then several weeks happened, and it didn't come out till September. Here's Haze, which is the play on Mist, which has its own spoofs in Homestuck. Loud cutscenes again. I don't know if Jude's face changes, but I always think he looks sadder here. Langley! You think Jake got those katanas from Bro? Bro's how old right now? Like 19? There's another great thing, battle here. They tried to tell you what to do with like a little bit of lighting. Like, see how this can is slightly glowing? Because that's what you need. A lot of people get stuck on that. I think you can grab it earlier in the game to save time. And then you tap your foot to get his attention. Oh wait, you have to do it twice, don't you? Yeah. Whoa. Oh, I remember. Wow, I forgot. I haven't played this game in a long time. You have to bonk him with your flashlight. Thrill him with daylight. Classic Problem Sleuth Commission page reference. Congratulations, Joey, you're a murderer. You killed a thing. Look at that face. This is the face of a murderer. Here comes her. Beautiful. Truly beautiful. And now, before you give the cracker to Frohike, why did I say Frohike? To buyers, you can go and use it on every item in the house. Like, can you go to the, No, you can't go to the living room at this point, but you can use the cracker on everything in the kitchen. Including all the items in your inventory. Problems with point-and-click game, yeah. The problems with point-and-click game is strikingly similar to this. The one that didn't get past a piece of paper Andrew Hussey had. And there's the attic key. Here comes the big fight! Alright, you just gotta give a little... Oh yeah, she dies. The end. Then you switch to Jude. Again, you can stop as Jude there and get all kinds of new text by clicking around. They were so thorough on the writing. My family's needing me. This might be cut short and we'll do Alternia tomorrow. I want to do this single segment, but my family is not going to let me. What was I supposed to do? Oh, I did be Jude again, don't I? Don't call it a callback is great. I don't know if I've heard that line. So this is the perfect stopping point right up ahead. I'll say a few goodbyes right now. Thank you all for joining me. If you would all like to follow to know when I do more Homestuck related streams and a bunch of other streams, you can follow me right here on this channel. Going for affiliate. I'm really close, so it'd be a big help if you just for a follow. And we're gonna save here. Look, here's all my saves from a million things. I'm gonna save this one as stream. And we're gonna watch Joey die. She's dead.